Now that we know the letter names and the number names that correspond with our 6 strings of our guitar, let's jump over to frets. Now, frets are the fret wire, these metal strips that run up and down our guitar neck all the way across the guitar. When you hear somebody say, fret a note, you're not really putting your finger on the fret, you're putting it behind. But what we want to pay attention to is what the frets are and where to fret. So when we fret a note, we're between the wires, not on it, because they'll give kind of a dead sound. Just get a little behind it, in between. Now, on every guitar, you have fret wires. And if you start here at the first one, it's called the first fret, behind that first piece of fret wire. Moving up, obviously, will be 2, then 3, 4, etc., etc. For instance, the first fret wire playing directly behind it is considered the first fret. So obviously you move up to the second fret wire and play behind it like we're supposed to. That's the second fret. Third fret, fourth fret, fifth fret, sixth fret, and so on. The problem without having a way to really map this is we're just randomly having to go back at the beginning, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to find the 5th fret. Well, guitar manufacturers, since the beginning days of guitars, have helped us out using what's called fret markings. Every guitar has a little different way of doing it. You'll see crazy designs or you'll see little dots. Now, on this guitar, for instance, I don't have any fret markings on the fingerboard. I do have them on top of my neck. We have markings on this guitar at the 3rd fret, the 5th fret, the 7th fret, the 9th fret, and again, these double dots here at the 12th fret. The double dots represent an octave higher than the open string. That may be confusing, but all that is this is an E note. Going here is also an E note, just higher in pitch. E, E. Just about every guitar made will have fret markings other than a lot of high-end classical guitars. But don't worry about that for now. If you do have a guitar that doesn't have fret markings, take a little bit of liquid paper or some tape or even a marker and make some dots that you know where they're at and mark them at the 3, the 5, the 7, the 9, and the 12. And you can continue on to the 15, 17, and 19 if you have an electric guitar that has more frets. One thing you want to pay attention to is older guitars manufactured around the 60s and 70s. Sometimes they'll have dot markings at the 10th fret as opposed to the 9th fret. So whatever guitar you have, pay attention to where your dots are and memorize those dot markings. It's a lot easier than trying to say, I need to go play the 9th fret on the 6th string and having to start back all the way here and count forward. So memorize where your dots are. If you don't have dot markings, don't feel like you can't put them on there. I've got a $5,000 classical guitar that I put dot markings on myself, and there's classical guitar players that just don't think that's right. It's my guitar. I hit a right note, I get paid. I hit a wrong note, I don't. So it's your guitar, your instrument. Do whatever you want. Don't let other people dictate it. What we're here to do is learn how to play the instrument and do everything we need to get to that point.